We're going to go ahead and get started with our main card for the evening. This first fight on our main card has a fighter joining us from East Moline, Illinois. Please welcome Richard Shepard.
My name is Richard Shepard. I train with Team Evolution out in Moline, Illinois. We do everything. We do it from boxing to kickboxing to wrestling to jiu-jitsu. We try to do all aspects of MMA because you never know what you're going to face in a fight. 5 years from now, I don't know. I'm taking this one day at a time and we'll see what happens. Right now the name of the game is to have fun. You put a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into it. You might as well have fun while you're doing it. Take it one day at a time and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I can go a little further, but only time to answer that. Got to come out with a victory. I have nothing personal against him, but he's in my way. It's kind of like, hey, he's in the way of my goal of me achieving from what I need to get in life. So, sorry, but hey, you got to go down. I'll let my fists and my feet and everything else do the talking for me. You'll find out once the door is shut, and you'll find out who's in the bigger man.
Making his way to the cage, fighting out of Team Evolution in Moline, Illinois, Richard Shepard.
You know what? I actually had the pleasure of being able to work with Shep, as we call him, for a little bit of time while I was at a place where we worked together. The nicest, calmest, just, a peaceful demeanor of a person. But to see him, and I've seen his previous fights and stuff, it's amazing to see how when he gets into that ring, he turns into a beast, a complete animal.
He does, and I've actually got a chance to work with him as well and train with him. And I'll tell you what, like we were talking about night and day, when he gets in there, his last fight was a knockout of a guy that was easily 20, 30 pounds of more muscle on him, just to show that it doesn't matter what you look like. He goes in there and he's very serious, and he takes this very seriously. Like you said, nothing against this guy, but you're in my way.
Exactly. And knowing that you had that sort of demeanor, and you can look at him now as you see him come to the ring, he had to drop weight in order to take this fight too, so it's going to be interesting to see how his conditioning holds up if you have to drop so much weight. But it looks like he's in incredible shape though.
Oh yeah, he's gotten better shape than the last time he's fought. 3-0, wanting to go to 4-0 tonight.
And his opponent joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Larry Eggers.
Larry Eggers. I'm from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I don't train at a gym. I train at my house. I have the whole setup there. I train hard 6 times a week. I work 6 times a week. So it's a busy schedule. I work my upper body Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I work my lower body Tuesday and Thursday, and on Saturdays I work on cardio, all cardio on Saturdays. Fight because it's fun. I love putting on a show for people. I love getting that knockout and hearing everybody cheer. I just fight. Fighting is what I do. I look at it as I'm not stuck in the cage with him, he's in there with me. So the only way out is if the referee stops me from pounding his head in. Like I said, the cage that's where I felt like I was born. It's just an amazing feeling being in that cage. People cheering, it's just exciting. Just to watch out for my hands. I got quick hands, I got powerful strikes. My takedown ability is amazing. I've been a wrestler for 7 years. Really good wrestling. Basically, has to worry about everything I do.
Making his way to the cage in the 8th fight of the night, representing Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Larry Eggers.
You can listen to him in this video, and he was saying how excited he is about being able to take this fight. Also, he talked about how he's able to be very powerful with his strikes. It's going to be interesting to see somebody with a little bit of a height disadvantage, and if he's able to land those strikes on his taller opponent.
Exactly, and the thing with his opponent, Ricky Shepard, he reminds me of one of those fighters that almost needs to get hit a couple times to remind you that you're fighting and get that fire going. And with his opponent, Larry Eggers, tonight, he's definitely going to get that. And I have to also believe out of Larry Eggers that he's done his homework, and give this first fight, or his first loss, tonight.
And there's no excuse to not be prepared. All of his fights have been, on YouTube, all over the place. So you should be able to find it and figure out exactly how you want to attack him.
That's what you should do your homework.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first bout on our main card of the evening and is scheduled for 3 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he stands 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighed in at 184.5 pounds. He trains with Team Evolution and is sponsored by Cage Aggression and Fitness First Plus. Joining us from East Moline, Illinois, Richard Shepard! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 184.5 pounds. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa,
Jeremy Anderson, your referee tonight. Richard Shepard in the gray Cage Aggression shorts. Larry Eggers in the camouflage tap out. Round 1 coming up.
So we made it to our main card of the night, so we should definitely see a little bit more intensity, definitely ramp up in the ability of these fighters.
Exactly. Now, a couple fights, and then we've got the rest title fights. So both fighters feeling each other out. And Shepard going in for a combination and actually landing a couple.
It's going to be interesting to see these guys' strategy as the round progresses.
And both showing the rocker stance. Big miss from Eggers. And
the thing that kind of surprises me with these guys, these are big guys and they're very quick, very light on their feet too.
And they're in shape if you look at them. And both mirroring each other right there, throwing big kicks and both landing. But yeah, for big guys, they're extremely in good shape. A big throw from Shepard knocks Eggers' head back. Eggers also lands a shot of his own and
right to the edge of the cage.
Walks into the cage. Very smart, pins him right up. Good thinking process right there. Taking that little breather you were talking about earlier. This is the time where you did some work and now you reward yourself with 5 seconds, 10 seconds of a little breather and keep going.
Right, and you try to figure out what exactly your next move is going to be.
And Eggers is right there having a double underhook.
Both guys going with knees to the lower body.
Shepard stunning Eggers, and Eggers going down very quickly. Shepard looking to take it back.
Right to the head.
Some big shots to Eggers right now. Shepard looking to finish this with those undercuts, is like I like to call them.
And just as you said before, you can't see those coming.
You can't see them coming. He's doing some big shots from underneath.
Eggers definitely trying to hold on and protect himself right now.
Right there, getting into Shepard looking to get in a side mount. Lets him up. Wow.
I think Shepard has to be careful with. You don't want to hit somebody in the back of the head.
Eggers lands a shot of his own, stunning Shepard, and almost takes his back and gets into mount right now, into half mount, looking to pull that left leg out and hop over and take full mount.
So both of these guys have been stunned in this fight, so it's going to be interesting to see what goes on from here on out. Who's going to take the advantage right here?
Right now, Eggers has the advantage, looking to neutralize that right arm. Ricky Shepard needs to do something to get off his back, stay on that hip like he's doing a good job escaping, getting to a knee, and taking his back. Back to the undercuts and doing both two at one time.
And those are definitely doing damage to Eggers right now, you can tell.
Shepard looking for big shots. Lets him up again, and big miss. Lands behind the ear, Eggers does to Shepard, and it looks like we're going to get into that second round. Both fighters landing some big shots. Shepard is saved by the bell.
And you're going to have to think that coming into the second round, it might not be the best strategy for Shepard to let him up when he has the advantage like that.
And that's exactly right. I'm very surprised to see Shepard let him up, but it was like he let him up with intentions of landing a huge huge shot to maybe think like, oh, I'm gonna let you up. Here you go, but you're not out in the clear.
Right, and I mean that's that's obviously something that he's trained on, and that he's probably thought that was a good strategy to use. But it's going to be interesting to see if he's able to, if he's going to continue doing that, or if he's going to change things up. Because both times that he's done it, it's been a little bit shaky as far as execution.
Yeah, and I'd have to think his corner right now is telling him, when you're letting him up, you don't need to do that. You can stay tight to him. You can, take his back, take him down, do something else, body shots. But great round from both fighters to start off the main event portion, main card of our night tonight.
Exactly, and a lot of people just think of these, this is just fighting. Anybody can come into the cage and fight. No, these guys know strategy. These guys are well trained, and it's going to be great to see how the rest of this fight progresses.
Exactly. Round 2, we'll see whose gas tank still's got some energy left in it, and here we go. It looks like Edgar's hands are down a little bit, showing some tiny little bit of welts on his face too. Shepard lands a big shot. Gives up his back to Eggers. Ricky Shepard looking to shake him off, doesn't completely get his back.
Eggers trying to get a little bit in the side mount right now.
Right now, good job Ricky Shepard staying on his hip and side. You don't want to roll all the way to your back. But Eggers definitely has the advantage right now, throwing some big shots of his own. Shepard doing a great job with a double leg takedown. Gets caught in the guillotine though, but great double leg takedown showing the strength of Ricky Shepard.
Exactly, and he did a lot of that from his knees. He didn't really have the balance and able to, put a whole lot of power in it, but you see he's able to turn into a full mount right now.
Right into full mount, laying his all his weight on. Doesn't want to get too high, so he gets bucked off, but right now being very calculating. Eggers gives up his back, and Ricky Shepard goes in for a rear naked choke. It is very tight.
And he tapped.
Eggers taps off from it.
You see something like that happening. Of course, these guys want to hang on, but when you get into that real marker like that, it's really tough to hang on and say, okay, I'm going to keep going.
And he did a great job of slapping it on very quickly and tightening it up, and he goes to 4-0 tonight.
Yes, undefeated.
And the thing with Shepard, he's shown that he can get you, submit you, he can knock you out. Just proving that 4 fights, and he's a very well-rounded fighter.
And even in this fight, he took a lot of shots, but he was able to bounce back and still stay cool and calm and get that win.
Exactly.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Jeremy Anderson, called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 5 seconds in round 2. Today, your winner by submission through the rear naked choke, Richard Shepard!
Improving his record to 4-0, Team Evolution's Richard Shepard gets the win over Larry Eggers.
Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I'm here with your winner, Richard Shepard. I know that looked like a tough fight, man. Looking good, looking better every time I see you in here. Walk us through those closing minutes.
I went to Records and he got top position. Luckily, I was able to reverse it. I heard my corner, so I kind of slowed down. And once I saw the choke, I went for it.
Well, tell us, that was a hard-fought match right there. How do you feel after that?
I feel good. Last time, but I feel good. Being on the fence, I love it.
Hold on, real quick, ladies and gentlemen. I got something else I want to ask you, Richard. How do you feel now, knowing that you just earned yourself a shot at the ECR middleweight champion? Like that, so he's a middleweight champion.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to see it. And I can't help me out. She's all standing. All Team Evolution. Every single one of you guys. We're going to bring it.
Anything else you want to add, Rick?
Thank God. Thank my family. Thank everyone.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, your winner is #1 middleweight contender, Richard Shepard.
There you have it, Richard Shepard getting his shot at current champion Mike Vasquez.